Getting ready to close out the year with some West Coast Derby prep. Trust the profits. It's the formula here with the Los Alamitos Futurity. That's right, Los Alamitos Futurity. 6 horses entered in. When we were looking at it earlier this week, HRN had maybe like 7 Baffert horses that were potential entries for this race, and one other horse. But good to see we actually have the real entries now. I was holding off waiting for a good list before reporting on this, for recording this here YouTube recording. Anyway, 6 horses. It is 8.5 furlongs on dirt, 2-year-old males in this race. It is a G2. We do have a few Baffert horses in this race. Look out. Half the field is Bafferts. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start at the top, shall we? With Moonlit Sonata. Yes, for any Beethoven fans such as myself out there, it's driving me a little bit bonkers reading Moonlit Sonata. It should be Moonlight Sonata. Uh, Maybe there's a reason they named him that. Maybe there's another horse named Moonlight Sonata and they can't really whatever. I like this horse. Tim Yaktine. This horse broke his maiden first time out in a 61K maiden special weight race, going 6.5 furlongs, um, beating all that glory by all that glory by 2.5 lengths. This is after a slow start. Exited the gate not so gracefully. Um, was in 8th place, maybe even 9th place at one point during the race, moved his way up to second, and then ended up beating a pretty big field too, by 2.5 lengths in that race. So Moonlit Sonata on my list, only one race, already looking at some value there, even in a 6 horse race. After that, we've got Winstock. 3 races, a 1 win for Winstock. Took him 3 races to break his maiden. This is a Bob Baffert horse here, one of the 3. Uh, did break his maiden impressively, right? Going 1 mile in a 61K maiden special weight race, beating Ario by 7.5 lengths in that one. So real strong finish there for Winstock. Before that, the previous 2 races finished fourth and fifth. But if you review those races, definitely had some problems early on that he couldn't recover from. Um, Struggling getting out of the gates, getting bumped by other horses, running into other traffic. So there's good reasons why this horse was fourth and fifth in his first 2 races. Possibly something of value here for Winstock. He might not look like the best Baffert horse out there. The best Baffert horse, in my opinion, is coming up. But there could be some value in playing this horse too if people are just looking at those first 2 races and finding some chinks in the armor. But I'll say that last victory, 7+ lengths in victory there, is looking pretty strong in Winstock's favor. Next up, we have Stronghold, Phil D'Amato horse. 3 races, 3 places. Second in a 4 horse race, the Bob Hope, 7 furlongs. We know who won that race, Nisos. 8 lengths ahead of the rest of the pack, but a really strong race for Nisos there. So finishing second, Nisos, not a huge knock on him. Won his second attempt at a maiden special weight, 120K maiden special weight at Churchill Downs, going 1 mile, stalking early, taking the lead at the 3/4 mile mark, and winning by over length in that one over Resilience. And then, yeah, for a mile, had a strong time, nearly just a shade under 136 in that race. Stronghold, looking good. Ace of Clubs, Doug O'Neill entry. 2 wins in 5 races and a 3rd place to show for it. 5th place at the Qatar Golden Mile, 5 lengths behind Lord Bullington. After stalking and getting boxed in, had trouble moving his way up. 4th place at the Zuma Beach, G3. So this horse has already run in a graded stakes race. He's bumping up a bit here. 4 lengths back of the winner endlessly in that one, and really did come very close to a show in this one. So almost finished in 3rd place for Ace of Clubs. Before that, did win a 6 furlong 50K starter optional claiming race at Del Mar by 4 lengths. And as I said before, this one trained by Doug O'Neill. Oh, here we go. Got ourselves another Baffert.
Oh, I'd like to thank the Lord for allowing us to go out there and play the best of our ability. Fought hard, played tough.
And it's Coach Prime, of course it is. Coach Prime's had two races, one on dirt, one on turf. The last one out was on dirt, much better performance, 61K maiden special weight race at Del Mar. Packed 10 horse field in that one. This isn't one of your scant 5 horse Del Mar races, although Del Mar's been getting better. Scant 5 horse Santa Anita race may be more like it. Beat the pack by 7+ lengths in that one, going a mile too. So Coach Prime starting to look strong. Had a lot of hype behind this horse, both because of Baffert and because of the name. Right, Coach Prime comes with hype. His first attempt to break his maiden came on turf. Finished in third place. Stalked the pace early on. Was second place for most of the race. Eventually was overcome by Stay Hot at Santa Anita. Coach Prime, probably going to be the favorite, in my opinion, in this race. Morning lines are not out yet. I'm guessing he's going to be the morning line favorite. And of course, Wind Me Up.
Me up again. Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me cry for you.
That's right, El Hombre's favorite song of all time. Eighth place at the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, 28 lengths back of Fierceness in that one. Not far off the pace early on. Was holding pretty close, maybe a couple lengths off. Couldn't hang on down the stretch though. Pretty much walked the rest of the way back. 28 lengths back, as you know. Second place at the American Pharoah, a G1, 3 3/4 lengths behind Muth in that one. But that one was only a 6 furlong affair. So got burned up in the pace at the Breeders' Cup. Is it the distance or is it the pace that was too much for Wind Me Up? Is it because he's young and learning? Yeah, these are some good questions to ask. I just don't think that this is the best Baffert in the race. I probably think this is the third best Baffert in the race, and there's some other horses that I really do like better. Uh, few races before that, only race that he's won, a maiden special weight race, 6 furlongs, going gate to wire in that one, being Deodoro Dash by 1.5 lengths in that one. Um, yeah, but gotta love the Vino Rossos, right? Okay. In summary, the safe pick for me here is Coach Prime. Coach Prime, the best of the Bafferts. I didn't see a whole lot of horses here that have shown so much to overcome one of these types of forces. I do like the other two that I've got here, though. For me, it was a toss up between Moonlit Sonata and Stronghold. Moonlit Sonata, much more the unknown here. Moonlit Sonata coming off of that maiden special weight race. I really like the way this horse recovered. I really like the fact that he ran in a bigger field. Like that he came from far back and ended up winning, showed a lot of guts and courage in that race. I wish I could see him at 8.5 furlongs before picking him for this race, which is why I have Coach Prime winning this instead of Moonlit Sonata. If Moonlit Sonata did this at a mile, maybe, I think I'd be a little bit more impressed and be more apt to put him up there at the front. But as it is right now, I'm going to throw him out there as a value play. If you want to take the risk on Moonlit Sonata, there it is. And I do like Stronghold here. Stronghold, especially if you're going to be talking about a key box. This is a horse that has yet to finish out a second place in 3 races and has faced some pretty good competition. So I think Coach Prime, Stronghold, Moonlit Sonata, that's a pretty strong box right there. Safe play there, obviously Coach Prime, and the value play being Moonlit Sonata. So there you have it. That's my look at the Los Alamitos Futurity coming up this Saturday. Let us know what you think in the comments. And thank you for tuning in. Where's my exit? Where's my exit?